how I use n8n has changed forever, because now I'm using n8n with Claude Code. I mean, look at this. n8n is executing Claude agents, workflows, skills. This is what I've been missing, and I almost stopped using n8n, because while it's good, Claude Code is more powerful. I talk about it in this video here, but when I realized I could combine the two, oh my gosh, I unlocked a superpower. So get your coffee ready, let's go. Okay, so how in the world am I getting this n8n workflow to use Claude Code? And by the way, I'm actually able to maintain a session as well, just like you would talk to it in the terminal. I'll show you that here in a bit. Now here's how I'm making that happen. You need 3 things. You'll need an n8n instance, an AI terminal tool, and coffee. That's just the rules. NetworkChuck.coffee. Now for the AI terminal tool, you can use Claude Code. That's what I recommend. Gemini CLI, and maybe Codex. It's kind of janky. Keep in mind that Claude Code does require a pro subscription. Gemini CLI will be free with limits. And if you're wondering, Chuck, why are we even using AI in the terminal? Watch this video right now. It's amazing. Now real quick, if you don't already have an n8n instance, you're gonna need one. And I highly recommend you self-hosting this on a hosting or VPS. Why? 2 reasons. First, it's on sale right now. I can't believe you can have an entire home lab in the cloud for this price. And with these specs, you can run n8n and a lot of other stuff. 2, you can set this up in about 5 minutes. Hostinger makes this stupid easy. Like seriously, watch this. I'll go to hostinger.com/n8n. Put in coupon code NetworkChuck and magic will happen. Create a root password. And then boom, you're done. n8n right here. Seriously, just do it. It's what I use. And thank you to Hostinger for sponsoring this video and making it happen. Now, before I show you how n8n can connect to Claude Code or any other AI terminal, and it's so easy. First, we got to answer the question, where do we install our AI terminal tool? Where do we put Claude Code? And the answer is wherever you stinking want. It can install anywhere, right? All these AI terminal tools can install it to any Linux-based machine. That includes Mac, that includes Windows and WSL. So you could install it alongside n8n on your Hostinger VPS. You can install it on a Raspberry Pi if you want. Or for me, I have it installed on a Ubuntu server in my server room here at NetworkChuck Studios. I'm doing that because I like Claude Code right next to my stuff. Easy access, they're next door neighbors. Now here's the secret. Here's how they connect. You ready for it? SSH. That's it. We're gonna use the SSH node on n8n to log into our server and run Claude commands. I know what you're thinking, Chuck, it can't be that simple. I tried to make it more complicated. I created my own HTTP wrapper and it worked, but still SSH was the simplest, most elegant solution. And I felt like if I'm gonna show you guys how to do this, I'm gonna give you the best way. And this is the best way, it just is. And I know, you might have some doubts, like, does it actually work well? Yeah, it does. Let me show you. Now real quick, if you really wanna learn n8n and Claude Code, we just launched 2 new courses on NetworkChuck Academy. Well, actually, I know for sure the n8n course is ready. Claude Code is coming soon. So if you're ready to dive deep and you wanna learn it well, check it out, link below. So here we go. Let's get your super simple SSH node setup working. Now here in n8n land, I'm gonna create a workflow. Blank slate. We'll start with a basic trigger. And then we'll add one node, our SSH node. Just search for SSH, there it is, and we'll have the execute command action. That's all we got right there. Why do I have this? This is all we need at first. Let's go ahead and jump in there into the SSH node, just double click it. And if you've never done this before, you'll first need to set up credentials to connect to a server. I'm gonna add a new one right now. Click that drop down, click on create new credential, and put in your info. I'm gonna use a password for this. You can use a private key if you want. For me, my IP address is 10.77.14.30. That's my server in my server room right over there. If you're hosting Claude Code or Gemini CLI on your hosting or VPS, you'll want to put that public IP address there. And then throw in your username and password. And click on save. It's gonna save it, try and connect. If you see connection tested successfully, then you are good. I'll exit out. Actually, I'm gonna rename that so I can know what it is. I'll call it AI Terminal. Now let's try our first command, right here in the command box. We're gonna test it first with a very well-known command to make sure your server works. We'll just type in host name just like this. It's gonna tell us our server's name. Ready, set, execute, step. And there it is. My server's name is Pop OS. What's yours? I felt like Steve from Blue's Clues. Now we can test our AI terminal command. I'm gonna start with Claude. I'll change hostname to Claude and I'll do -- version to get the version of Claude we have installed. A good way to test that. Ready, set, go. And it works. You should see something like this in the standard out, the version you have installed. Now you might be like, Chuck, that didn't work for me. I hear you. There's actually a few reasons why that might happen, and it has to do with the way n8n interacts with your server via SSH. I experienced probably every one of those scenarios, and I documented everything in a link below. For sake of time, we're just gonna move on. Okay, we know our Claude command works. Now let's actually use it. So we'll type in Claude, and we'll do -p. -p is for print. this puts Claude in headless mode. And that's what's great about these AI terminal tools. They can run in headless mode, meaning we can ask them something and just walk away. So let's say, why do pugs look so weird? And let's see if it works. Ready, set, go. So right now we're using n8n to remote into our server and run a Claude Code command. And then Claude gives us our answer. That's pretty cool. But you might be like, okay, Chuck, we just asked AI to do something and it told us. What's so special about this? Well, we can get crazier. Let me show you 3 reasons why this is amazing. First, context. Watch this. I'm gonna change up this command. I'm going to cd, or change directory into another directory first. Actually, the directory of this video we're working on right now, where I keep my scripts and everything. We'll do ampersand, ampersand, so we can run 2 commands at once. And I'll say, hey, is this video going to be any good? Let's go. And there's the answer. This is gonna be good. Now, how did it know this video is gonna be good? Because it has the context. I work in Claude Code, and Claude Code works in my local directories, my local files. Giving n8n access to Claude Code gives n8n access to a super powerful context-filled agent. It's kind of like if you could connect n8n to your ChatGPT, like the GUI version, with all your memories. That's what we're doing here, except way more powerful. And guess what? All that context, all those tokens we just spent, and yeah, that costs tokens. Already paid for. This is my subscription. And the third reason this is amazing, skills and agents. What do you mean? Watch this. Let's change my prompt up. I'm gonna put Claude in dangerous mode. And I'll say use your unify skill, which is right here, by the way, on my server. I've got a unify skill that tells Claude everything it needs to know about accessing my unify environment. Now I'll tell it to do 3 things. Check the Wi-Fi, check the network performance, and check my security. Deploy 3 agents, 1 for each task. And then it's kind of hard to visualize this, so I created a dashboard with Claude Code. Here it is. Now let's watch this magic happen. Ready, set, go. There it came in. There's my prompt, and it's launching 3 agents, all working on my Wi-Fi, working on my network, checking things out. And what I love about this is that n8n, he's now just the orchestrator. Things are simple here. The complexity lives here in Claude Code. And by complexity, I mean, like, it's just markdown files that describe how to access things. It's Python scripts. Look, it's running Python right now, and it's done. Let's see the result. Oh, dude, my memory's high on my Switch and my UDM Pro. I actually didn't know that. This is super helpful. I want it's calling me out. Having some smart home stuff all on the same network. But are you seeing this? Like, to do that would have been this insane n8n workflow, would have taken me hours and hours to do, but here it's just a Claude Code prompt. Sure, I had a skill there, but Claude Code made that skill. And this would have taken a ton of tokens. This is a token heavy process, but it's Claude Code. I have a subscription, I don't care. I hope you're seeing this because n8n can now effectively connect to everything I do already. All the workflows I'm building, all the processes I'm designing, it can connect to it and use it. But hold on, what if you want to talk back to it? Like, cool, give me all that Wi-Fi info. But what if I want to say, go ahead and fix it? How do we do that here? It seems kind of just like one and done. No, we can resume a session. Watch this. So Claude and all these AI terminal things, actually most things operate like this. They operate off session IDs. With Claude Code, we can actually use our own session ID. We can specify one. Let's do that right now. So first I'm going to generate a UUID, that's what they call it, with a code node. So I'll click on code node here. It'll be JavaScript, and I'll have all this below. It's just a little function that'll randomly generate a UUID like this. And then with our command, let's actually change it up a little bit. We won't ask about the Wi-Fi, or no, we'll just say, use your unify skill to see how many. Actually, you know, Claude can actually intelligently use the unify skill without me telling it to. I'll just say, how many access points are up right now? And then I'll do dash dash session dash ID, and we'll pull in that UUID that we created. So now our command looks like this. And actually, let's remove that extra space here. Awesome. So we're pulling in that variable from that JavaScript code node. Let's test it out. Ready, set, go. Oh, look, it's using my unify skill. It's so cool, man. Oh, it already answered. 3 are up. Cool. Now we're gonna add another SSH session. So actually we'll pin this data. Actually, we'll pin everything so it stays there. We'll copy this SSH node or duplicate it, connect it up. And we'll change one thing here. Actually, we'll change a few things. So first, we'll change our prompt, and we'll just continue the conversation, be like, why is one of them down? So like that would not make any sense out of context. Why is one of them down? What are you talking about? But if we're resuming the conversation, it'll be fine. We can do that with the -r switch. To do -r, and then we'll specify that same session ID from our JavaScript node. Just like that. Let's try it out. It's executing. Let's see if we can see it, things happening. There's the prompt that came in. It's using our unify skill, and boom, it knew exactly what I was talking about. We resumed that session. Are you seeing this? We just gave n8n a freaking pot of coffee. This is so overpowered. We have context. We've got the power of the terminal, Claude skills. And by the way, Claude Code handles context way better than n8n does. Now I was trying to think about like, okay, this is cool, but what could I use this for? And I came up with this idea, centered around this whole session ID business. I love this so much. So I quickly threw this workflow together. And what this enables me to do is use my phone and Slack to talk to Claude Code wherever I'm at. And not just send one message and get a response, but have a conversation until I'm done. Check this out, you gotta see it. I'm so excited about this. Woo! All right, ignore all my testing, but check this out. I'll tag n8n test and simply ask it, deploy 2 agents to battle it out over which is better, Nano or NeoVim. Research, contrast, compare, give me a solid answer. And I gotta keep the response under 2,000 characters. I ran into an issue, but let's see how it goes. We're gonna watch it on the side here. Ready, set. This is all from Slack. There it goes. And there's the answer. It says NeoVim's awesome. Let's ask about something else. So let's respond to it. I'll say, but what about make YouTube videos about hacking and n8n and all kinds of fun things. And I'll say, yes, I want to, or no, I'm not done yet. So keep going. And there it goes. Isn't this amazing? I can make a video about this very battle. I love this so much. I should use both. I love this. All right, I'm going to respond with true to end that. But just think about that. I could be out and about, like, and I have this idea, oh, I want to research this, or I have this thought, or I need to check on this one thing. Open Slack, ask. And for those of you using Claude Code as your digital assistant, which I'm going to make a video on soon, this is a game changer. I'm talking to you, Daniel Miesler. And we'll look at n8n real quick to show you what I'm doing here. Here's the initial message that Slack sends me, and it sends me that drop down to say if I'm done, true or false. That simply goes to an if node. If I say false, I'm not done, it'll loop through, launch another Claude command with the -r with that same session ID. And of course, when I say true, I am done, it's done. It'll end the workflow. Or I can check in with my NAS, see how my Ceph server's doing. Look at that. Oh my gosh, how cool is this? Oh, yikes. I got some work to do. Actually, let's have it investigate that. Dude, I didn't expect to find an issue during this. Well, that's awesome though, right? Also terrifying. Okay, n8n plus Claude Code, or Gemini CLI, or Codex, whatever it is. It's overpowered. The next video in my n8n series was gonna be about taking it further and deploying an IT department, but then I'm like, hold on, I discovered Claude Code, and now I realize how amazing this is, and I wanna use that more, but then I found a way to use it with n8n. So now I'm designing my IT department with n8n as the orchestration, and Claude Code and Gemini CLI and Codex as the actual IT department. Now I love this because it's so simple. It's just SSH and a few clever things with managing session IDs, but man, just the Slack thing alone is super cool. Now I know what you're thinking, like, Chuck, well, what about n8n's AI agents? You can still use those. You can have the AI agents that you have inside n8n call Claude Code. It can develop prompts on the fly. The killer part about Claude Code is that it can deploy multiple agents on the fly, whereas in n8n, you're stuck with the agents that you actually put into the workflow. But my idea is I have like a billion. I had to take a walk yesterday and just jot down ideas in my journal. I had so many. I'm curious where you're at. What do you think about this idea? Are you gonna try this? For me, this solves my problem. I love being in the terminal. I love having everything, every file on-prem, on my server, on my laptop. And now that I have n8n controlling Claude Code as the orchestrator, I keep everything I want to keep local, enabling n8n to do what it does best and what Claude Code does best. So I want to hear from you. I want you to give it a try. Try it out, and then come to me with some ideas. Because I've got a million, but I want to hear yours too. Comment below. Anyways, that's all I have. Actually, no, that's not all I have. Again, if you do want to learn more about Claude Code and skills, and then also n8n and how to use all the cool features of n8n, we'll have 2 courses coming out on NetworkChuck Academy. They're probably already out. Check it out, link below. I think you're really going to like them. No, I know you're really going to like them. Anyways, that's all I got. I'll catch you guys next time. Hey, you're still here. At the end of my videos, I now pray for you, my audience. I know it's kind of weird. If prayer is not your thing, that's okay. Actually, I would love for you to stay, but you can click off the video. That's why I put this at the end. So let's go ahead and pray. I just want to pray for you and your life. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where you're at with God or anything, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to pray for you. So let's go. God, I thank you for this person on the other side of the screen. I just thank you that they are, that they're here, that they're subscribed to me and they're watching my channel and my videos. Thank you for that. And I thank you that they're passionate about tech, about automating with AI and doing cool workflows. And I pray that this video would ignite in them a passion to just keep going, that ideas would just flow into their mind right now, that they would, if there's anything blocking them mentally or spiritually or just anything that's got them stuck, that this video and the ideas that are coming with it will just open up a new flow and stream of just awesomeness. I'm running out of words. Lord, bless them indeed right now. I pray that you'll bless their careers, that they would grow in their careers. Let them find joy in what they do. And I pray blessing over their families, that they would be, that they would grow strong and be healthy, and that you would give them time with their families. Let that time be sweet. Let that time be rich, and help them to balance their life and their time. And I pray for their moments after this video, as they go about their day, that they would be empowered to avoid distraction and do the things that are really important. Help them to study and work and do good things, Lord. And I pray ultimately that they will one day just know the joy of knowing you. That all these things right now, money and the pursuit of riches or stature, it's fun, but ultimately, knowing you is the best thing. So God, I just pray blessing over them, and I thank you for them. It's in your name I pray, Jesus. Amen. Anyways, I've been recording for like 5 hours straight. I'm tired. I'll catch you guys next time.